3.
This ghastly state of things is what you call bumbering, I suppose.
Yes, and a perfectly wonderful bumbery it is. The most wonderful bumbery I have ever had in my life.
We've no right whatsoever to bumbery here.
That's absurd. One has a right to bumbery anywhere one chooses. Every serious bumberyist knows that.
Serious bumberius? Good heavens!
Well, one must be serious about something if one wants to have any amusement in life. I happen to be serious about bumberying. What on earth you are serious about, I haven't the remotest idea. About everything I should fancy, you have such an absolutely trivial nature.
Well, the only small satisfaction I have in the whole of this wretched business is that your friend Bunbury is quite exploded. You won't be able to run down to the country quite so often as you used to, dear Algie, and a very good thing, too.
Your brother is a little off-colour, isn't he, dear Jack? You won't be able to run down to the country quite so frequently as your wicked custom was, and not a bad thing either.
As for your conduct towards Miss Cardew, I must say that you're taking in a sweet, simple, innocent girl like that is quite inexcusable, to say nothing of the fact that she is my ward.
I see no possible defence at all for your deceiving a brilliant, clever, thoroughly experienced young lady like Miss Fairfax, to say nothing of the fact that she is my cousin.
I wanted to be engaged to Gwendolen, that is all. I love her.
Well, I simply wanted to be engaged to Cecily. I adore her.
There's certainly no chance of your marrying Miss Cardew.
I don't think there is much likelihood, Jack, of you and Miss Fairfax being united.
Well, that is no business of yours.
If it was my business, I wouldn't talk about it. It's very vulgar to talk about one's business. Only people like stockbrokers do that, and then only at dinner parties.
How can you sit there, calmly eating muffins, when we're in this horrible trouble I can't make out? You seem to me to be perfectly heartless.
Well, I can't eat muffins in an agitated manner. The butter would probably get on my cuffs. One should always eat muffins quite calmly. It's the only way to eat them.
I say it's perfectly heartless you're eating muffins at all under the circumstances.
When I'm in trouble, eating is the only thing that consoles me. Indeed, when I'm in really great trouble, as anyone who knows me intimately will tell you, I refuse everything except food and drink. At the present moment, I am eating muffins because I am unhappy. Besides, I'm particularly fond of muffins.
There's no reason why you should eat them all in that greedy way.
I wish you would take tea cake. I don't like tea cake.
Good heavens, I suppose a man may eat his own muffins in his own garden?
But you just said it was perfectly heartless to eat muffins.
I said it was perfectly heartless of you to eat muffins under the circumstances. That is a very different thing.
That may be. But the muffins are the same.
Algie, I wish to goodness you would go.
You can't possibly ask me to go without having some dinner. No one ever does that, except vegetarians and people like that. Besides, I've just made arrangements with Dr. Chasuble to be christened at 5:45 under the name of Ernest.
My dear fellow, the sooner you give up that nonsense, the better. I made arrangements with Dr. Chasuble to be christened at 5:30, and I naturally will take the name of Ernest. Besides, I have a perfect right to be christened if I like. There's no evidence at all that I've ever been christened by anybody. I should think it extremely probable I never was, and so does Dr. Chasuble. It is entirely different in your case. You have been christened already.
Yes, but I haven't been christened for years.
Yes, but you've been christened. That's the important part.
Quite so. So I know that my constitution can stand it. If you are not quite sure about your having ever been christened, I must say I think it rather dangerous you're venturing on it now. It might make you very unwell. You can hardly have forgotten that someone very closely connected with you was very nearly carried off with this week in Paris by a severe chill.
Yes, but you said yourself that a severe chill was not hereditary.
It used to be, I know, but I dare say it is now. Science is always making wonderful improvements in things.
That is nonsense. You are always speaking nonsense.
Jack, you're at the muffins again. I wish you wouldn't. There are only 2 left. I told you I was particularly fond of muffins.
But I hate tea cake.
Why on earth, then, do you allow tea cake to be served up for your guests? What ideas do you have of hospitality?
Algie, I have already told you to go. I don't want you here. Why don't you go?
I haven't finished my tea yet, and there is still 1 muffin left.